All right, here's Sage, keeping it real. You might be like, hey, he's got his wand in his hand, he's got this bottle of something, what is this? Justice LeBron put a post up in our Facebook group about how she lost a lot of weight and waistline from using the wand in a particular fashion, that type thing. And I had a lot of comments that people were asking me, well, why the coconut oil, or why the, that type thing, and the wand, how'd you do it? Like, what do you say? So I'm just merely putting into, how shall we say, video form what she wrote about. Okay, so this is her information, and so I'm just gonna do a video about it. So with the coconut oil, I remember Ricky and I were looking, and I believe it was glycerin or glycerin, that have seen in a test with comes to the IteraCare that the results are increased from the use of the wand when there's a venue of, say, coconut oil, which is the easiest thing to find, and just a light layer of coconut oil on the body. And that actually helps, again, make the results of the wand much better. So you guys can look that up, in the research department. Maybe there's something in our files on that, right? So following her lead, I'm gonna put coconut oil on the thyroid area, and then the stomach channel, and stomach is here, your organ of your stomach is here, small intestine is down here, and large intestine comes up and around. So I'm gonna oil up basically the whole front of the body, and then use the wand in the particular fashion that she had shared that helped her to lose the weight. And I would love to see her do a video on this, please, 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 please. But here we go. So according to her, working the thyroid and then the stomach area of the body was what she did to be able to lose the weight. And it makes perfect sense because I don't have a challenge with weight myself, but organ functions like digestion, elimination have never been really the best for me until I got the wand. And now all of that is so much better. So this is what you have to look forward to if you're a new wand user and you're just coming in, or if you use it a long time to have a little bit of a greater understanding. So here's her protocol that I'm going to show you for how she lost the weight, what I read into what she posted. So here we go. Ready? So at first, I'm going to wand the thyroid, which the thyroid is in the center of the neck. And you can research what the thyroid does, especially if it's not working correctly, just so you have an understanding. And you can look at the benefits of working the thyroid, or perhaps, if it's not working correctly, what that does. But it does affect the weight and the ability to lose weight for the human being. So the thyroid is actually connected to the liver in Chinese medicine. So we're going to wand the liver area as well. So wanding the thyroid really well. And then when you come down, I love to get the center of my chest. One thing, it's the heart chakra of the human body, but there's a beautiful large point for the heart right here. And the kidney channel, believe it or not, ends up in this area, right next to the center of the body. So I love wanding in circles in that area, so I get the kidneys and the heart. This is also the REN channel. It just feels so good to work this area of the body. So I'm including it in what she was sharing that had helped her lose the weight. And then coming down, now getting into the small intestine area, which is right at the belly button area. I love starting at the belly button to wand the small intestine. And I particularly love wanding in circular fashion. And it can be either clockwise or counterclockwise, in my opinion. And here's where I would say, please close your eyes and feel what is best for you, okay? And wand in circles all the way down to the pubis bone. So you're gonna wanna get all the way down to the pubis bone when you're working this. I typically always wand myself with nothing on because we were raised in a very Puritan culture and we don't get light in our first chakra. And when you're wearing underpants, that's covering your first chakra. So for me, I love making sure that I use the wand to get that sunlight element in that area. So now I'm gonna go to the large intestine, which begins, it comes down, basically right here is your small intestine into the large. So now this is the ascending, going up intestine, ascending colon. This is your transverse colon underneath your rib cage of your large intestine or colon, and your descending colon down into the area of the pubis, and then comes down into behind all the bones here and into your elimination area. So again, making sure you get the small intestine really well and the large intestine. But now here's what I want to add. So in Chinese medicine, the stomach channel comes up from your quad, comes in through the stomach. So to make this run with your wand, let me get over here, light. So coming up, you see the blue light coming up the stomach. This feels so good. And what I'll do is I'll do this in both legs. And this, again, intuitively, I've been doing this since the day I got this device. And I close my eyes and I can feel which runs, I'm going up and down that stomach channel again, feels so good. And working the stomach channel in such a fashion, again, coming up the quad, up, down, coming up the leg, up into abdominal cavity, down. That's your stomach channel. So please add that to this. I have to be careful with my words. To how you're using this for what she was mentioning for weight loss. And now I want to add the liver, which lives on the right-hand side underneath the rib cage and the gallbladder. So again, put the oil on. I love using the oil. And wand that liver area and the gallbladder, all underneath the right rib cage, when you're working this in this fashion for the weight loss that she exemplified in her post. Just adding the liver and the gallbladder, and oh, it feels so good. Close your eyes. Oh, you know it's doing the body good when it feels like that. You know it's doing the body good. Same thing, liver, and the liver channel now comes through here and then comes straight down. Like I have brown spots, literally on my body, that came after I was going through a lot of traumatic elements 4 or 5 years ago. I gained these brown spots on my liver channel. So the liver channel comes straight from the liver and comes straight down, and again down into the same area. That the stomach channel, they run like right through each other. So add that to her mentioning of how she rid herself of these extra pounds. Again, working with the thyroid first, coming down, adding the heart and the kidney area to this, coming down into the small intestine at the belly button and all around the belly button. That's all your small intestine. And then the large intestine for elimination. And then down to the quadricep of the leg, the stomach channel, up and back on both sides now, for the stomach channel, and then up into the liver and the gallbladder area. And doing this every day, I could only imagine that the results she was able to get with weight loss that everybody else should experience too, as well as having a much better digestive working system and much better elimination working system. So with that, much love, everybody. Enjoy.